my favorite thing about being older is that sex doesn't matter. Sex doesn't matter. Sex used to, as a guy, sex matters. When you're young, I would do stuff. When I was married, I would do stuff like my wife would say, honey, take out the garbage. I would say, you betcha. Let me get that garbage out. Who knows? You know. Nice. I remember one time, I did extra stuff. I took out the garbage, then I noticed the wood chips. The wood chips had gotten washed out of the flower bed. So I fixed them up. I fluffed them. I even grabbed some extra wood chips out of the garage, added them in, fluffed them up. Then I realized they had washed out because the gutter was full. So I got a ladder, cleaned out the gutter. I went in and told her, I'm like, hey, honey, not only did I take out the garbage, I also fluffed up the flower bed and cleaned out the gutters, thinking, maybe I'll get laid. I say that to say, now I don't care. I don't. The other day, my girlfriend was going upstairs. She said, boy, honey, this handrail's a little loose going up the stairs. I told her, be careful. Because I don't give a shit. I might even flip it on her. I'll flip it on her. She'd be like, you want to mess around? I go, I don't know, make some cookies and we could talk about it, but there's no guarantees. There's seriously no guarantees. My ex-wife and I have a little boy together. Man, I had no idea what that entailed, having kids. She got this book, I remember, called What to Expect When You're Expecting. That's a scary-ass book. It's, written by Stephen King. In the sixth sentence, sixth chapter, sixth paragraph, this is a direct quote. It said, in the third trimester, you could expect some additional hormonal changes that may result in mood swings. Well, when I read that, I thought that doesn't sound too bad. Let me tell you what that means in real life. For 3 months, she was mad at me for everything I had ever said or even planned to say. And all of that being said, I'm going to tell a story. At the time I was working in Chicago. I live in Michigan, like right there, which I know that's dumb. Like we have I don't know. I wonder if people from Italy go, I live right here. When I eat there, or some old guy in Florida, come here, I'll show you the keys. Oh my God, Grandpa's got his map out again. That's so. And he's so old it only goes to Sarasota now. Anyway, because I drove home all night. I got home at 5:30 in the morning. I want to preface this part of the story by saying ordinarily my ex-wife was not mean, but she was in the middle of a hormonal mood swing, and I didn't know. I fell asleep at 5:30 while I was sleeping. She got up and started to get ready for her day, and then I found out something very important about being married, and that's this. You don't even have to be awake for your wife to get mad at you. Did you know that? And by 6:15, she had had enough of my shit. That's right. She decided she was going to wake me up and tell me what a dick I was being. I don't even care that she woke me up. It was how she woke me up. She woke me up by poking me in the head. Not tapping me either. Friggin' poking me. I look up at her. She's visibly upset and shaking, and she looked like she might even start to cry. So right away in my head, I'm like, dude, don't laugh, you know. With her finger in my face, she said, how do you want your eggs, you son of a bitch? And I never heard her cuss, so I was freaked out. I'm like, later, crabby ass. Wait, that's the wrong answer, but that's 30 times better than my first thought. I filtered my first thought. I didn't even say my first thought. When she said, how do you want your eggs? I thought, apparently unfertilized. But I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. She ran across the house and she locked herself in the bathroom, and I knocked on the door to see if I could help her. And I could hear her in there. She's like, red rum, red rum. Danny isn't here, Mrs. Torrance. Red rum. I'm going to digress for a minute. Let me digress. She was mad at me because she lost her mascara. That was what set her off. It had rolled off the counter in the bathroom into the garbage. We later found out, apparently, while I was in Chicago, I was in charge of the mascara. and no one had told me. But now, I'm helping her look for it. I don't have the nerve to tell her I don't know what mascara is. Oh, there's no way I'm telling her that in the state she's in, because she would be like, nothing I have matters to you, and everything that's important to me isn't important to you, and why don't we have more in common? I don't want to wake up in the basement with her standing over me going, it puts a lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. That's where I'm Silence of the Lambs. So instead,